Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to another series of the Digimon Showdown where we got the latest Digimon action as well as the latest cards coming up in Digimon news. I'm joined as always by Different Fight. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great. You know, we got to see some really hyped games in the first set of matches for the Digi Showdown, and I can't wait to see this next set of 5. It's going to be super hype.
Yeah, man. And again, we've got 5 more challengers going up against our new champion, Different Fight. Tell the folks a little bit at home about how this is going to be set up.
Alright, so the Showdown format essentially takes 2 champions of the pre-Digi Showdown, which you can check out on the official YouTube channel, who then face off against 10 challengers that apply to enter into the tournament. These 10 challengers are split into 2 groups of 5, and each group will have to face off against one of these champions. The champions' winnings scale with the number of challenges they defeat, and there's also 5 tiers, starting with the $1,000 in-trading prize, and it goes all the way up to the $10,000 mega prize if they defeat all 5 challengers. So, you know, for the challengers, they also have quite a lot on the line, because if they defeat the champion, they get themselves $1,000, but if all 5 of the challengers win together, that prize increases to $2,000 per challenger. So everyone has something in it to win it, and it's going to be a very exciting tournament on top of that.
That is true. Again, we had the first Digi Showdown. We had some amazing matches on both sides from everybody involved. This one, again, we're going to have our new champion up, Novice, going up against the first challenger for this set, William. Let's see what they both had to say before their match.
Yeah, so I'm Novice. I'm from Australia, and I'm one of the winners of the Digimon pre-showdown. So the deck I'll be playing is blue. I'll be playing the blue Magna Gurumon version. It's a pretty good deck that uses 2 very important cards from the upcoming sets. One of it being EX1's Ice Wall, as well as BT7's Tommy. So I don't expect to win every game. I expect to at least break at least one of those games. But I'll just try to take it one at a time, and hopefully I don't do too bad today. So I'm hoping to accomplish winning the games to get some of that prize money. It's been a tough year for many of us, so it'll be really helpful winning some of these matches to get some of that.
My name's William, and I mean, not much other than that, I guess. I am playing a Shine Hybrid. I feel like they're okay. They're 50-50. There's only one way to find out. I'm just hoping to come have fun. That's the main reason why I like doing or why I wanted to join the event, because it seemed like a fun opportunity.
Alright guys, so we're going to be having our champion Novice running up against the challenger William, running his pure hybrid yellow deck, going up against Novice's hybrid blue. Let's get into the action. Keep in mind here that Novice is going first.
Okay, well, let's see. You know, we've seen in the first set of the Digi Showdown, you know, this matchup of blue versus yellow, and, you know, the multiple ways that it can go, right? We've definitely seen some unique endings to this matchup.
Absolutely. Looks like Novice going first here, though, is going to get a Tamer down first, so he can get that memory every single turn, which is critical. We saw in previous games where not having memory and being choked out at 1 or 2 every single turn is a detriment. Hopefully not here this time.
Exactly. You gotta really, like, you know, make sure you have some way to boost your memory. Make sure you have, especially the rookies in this deck, I think are so important, because they're a lot of your kind of like the raw search that you have, in particular, to find the pieces that you need. We see Salamon coming down. That's a card that, you know, we see in some yellow lists, but a lot of them choose to forego it as well.
Yeah, I think in some of the other games we've seen these really interesting yellow-purple hybrids. Purple has some very strong options that yellow can take advantage of with the Tamer synergy. And speaking of Tamers, we're going to see the TK and the Kyrie come down very early.
That's good. You definitely want that. Nobody's passing, no other place to make. That's a little bit concerning, actually.
That's really painful. Being able to just play a Tamer and then pass. Yikes. You don't want to be giving blue a free board here. And there's the Bokomon, insult to injury.
Yep, speaking of free boards, free resources, Pokemon is definitely going to help with... Oh, and finds a tamer right off the top. Beautiful.
Wow.
And now we got to think about the hybrid that he's going to add.
I gotta say, man, Novice, not all of his draws are great, but he has had some blessed draws, and I think that was one right there.
Oh, yeah. Finding it right off the top. Beowulf here, it looks to be the pickup, which is good. Of course, you know, he's already starting off with a pretty strong board. Just got to keep it going, keep the aggression going, especially seeing as your opponent passed there. You know, you can use this Pokemon here to essentially get a more or less free Digivolution. But you're going to just play the Koji.
Interesting option here.
You know, not overdo it, not lose his memory tamer.
I would have thought that he might have tried to choke him out with a 1 or 2 memory, considering William did not have much of a play last turn. He might have tried to just go for that again. Whoa! Okay.
Yeah, so just hard plays, just
The
hard
Kazemon
plays the
there.
Kazemon here. So I mean, it's certainly an option, but it looks like he doesn't have any other tamers to play with, which is quite surprising considering the sheer amount that he plays. Right, he plays 3 of the start deck TK. He plays 3 of the TK that searches through your security, 2 of the TK and Kyrie that we see on the board right now, as well as 4 of the Zoe. So really a lot of tamers, but not really seen them so far.
Yeah, the second Pokemon comes down here from Novice, and he's unfortunately going to have to put that Ice Wall at the bottom of the deck, much to the relief of William.
Oh, absolutely. That is absolutely true. I think, you know, Ice Wall can definitely help to survive in multiple situations. And so far, just look at Novice's board. Like, he's just building up all these rookies and everything very quickly. And now, one evolution, like over this Koji, for example, is basically going to refund the cost, which is pretty crazy if you ask me.
Whoa, look at this. Yeah, there's the Koji. Digivolve gets 2 memory because of the double Pokemon effect there, getting 2 memory from each of them.
Yup, back up to 2. My turn is not over just yet. The plays continue, and he still has more damage to output, more attacks to put down. Follow up here. Ooh, Tommy to choke to 1. I like it a lot.
Now, we have to be careful. William didn't really have a play in the first turn, had to drop the hard 5 Kazemon the second turn, but I'm assuming he would have the level 5 to go into it now so he can actually make some plays here. The Salamon is going to get promoted.
Yeah, but I also like the fact that Novice chose not to attack that last turn, because that way he would have actually triggered the TK and Kari effect. So this way, he's basically just like, yeah, you don't really get to do too much. You just basically get to play down the Zoe, and now he gets to search through his security and pick up one of his hybrids or 10 warriors from there. But otherwise, so far, I mean, look at this board. There's potentially 5 attacks here, not counting for any surprise hybrids.
So the Salamon does present some recovery, as well as the... Is that a Jet Sylphimon I think he just grabbed there?
You just added to hand, yeah.
So I mean, there's some chances for recovery, but I think that Novice is really playing this game the way you should. You have to be careful and just go really aggressive at yellow before they can get set up with all those tamers and effects.
Yep. Exactly. Now we have 5 Digimon on the board, ready to get swinging. There's still a potential hybrid that could come out with the double Pokemon giving you memory as a reward for doing that. And he's going for it right off the bat.
Yeah, there's the Kumamon there. He's got 6 swings on the board.
Goes to 5 here. Kumamon getting rid of the Upamon there under the Salamon. This is exactly what you want to see if you're Novice. This is the attacks that might bring you victory. Keep in mind, there is some disruption in William's list. You know, there's Wyvern's Breath that can, of course, just clear out anything. Zoe comes down as well. That's another tamer. He's been waiting for that.
Okay.
And, of course, it activates the search effect, too.
Yeah, so the Zoe effect here. It's good, though. If he can pull a hybrid out, it allows him to put potentially a card off the top of his deck, which could be an option card that would help keep him in this game.
All right. Ooh, it looks like that's not the case. Picks up the Zephyrmon, which is... I mean, it's a low DP Digimon, so you might as well You might as well clear it out. Make sure to try to filter into something stronger into that security stack, and hopefully some removal
Yep.
too.
Yeah, I think he really is hoping for the removal here. Wyvern's Breath would be a good hit.
All right, so just shuffling the security, and of course, as we are, this is done through remote play. You can always ask your opponent, like when to stop shuffling, things like the security. All right, so it looks like that's gonna be it.
I mean, he does have 5 more attacks on the board here.
Yep.
Zephyrmon goes to
And
hand.
that will go to hand.
Now, so you're
Right,
just
now
mulling
this-
over the options here. One of the things I really like about hybrids is that in a lot of cases, you can opt to just save them after all of your attacks are over, right? Sometimes you check an option, it's like, oh, well, I'm just going to destroy your last Digimon now, you can't make any more attacks. With the hybrids, you can keep the tamers in waiting, make all of your attacks, have all the options checked, the security checked, and then bring out your hybrids to swing and finish the game. I'm surprised that he digivolved the Kumamon there first. Wow,
Another
Zoe.
Zoe though coming down. It's it's a Zoe festival over here. Zoe festival. 2 cards left in security. Is there any removal? He plays 3 Wyvern's Breath. If you can see one of them, it's the equivalent of a Gaia Force over here. We'll take out the final attackers and prevent the lethal. All right. So of course, your Sylveon needs to be also added to hand. It is a surprise. Ooh, Shine Greymon, that's not exactly the removal that he wanted. Alright. Alright.
So gonna
Of
freeze
course,
the,
this is in hand as well.
Kazemon. And oh no, the one-up Susanumon!
It's... Ah, that's unfortunate. It just like that. Novice will take it. The lethal point just from rookies and friends. The hybrids being able to just, the double Pokemon I think was the most key point there for Novice, being able to get back 4 memory every single time you went into hybrid, got to use it for 2 turns in a row. And unfortunately for William, he didn't have the strongest start, but it felt like maybe, a few other ways to sequence those plays or try to answer some of those boards, with what Yellow has in its arsenal, might have tried to help keep him alive there, but just wasn't enough.
Yeah, man, that was a really rough game for William. I feel like Novice, the champion, did play it well, though. He went aggressive early on in the game before Yellow had to set up. Yellow couldn't set up, and then he just closed it out with the Pokemon memory game, like you mentioned before. But, it was a really rough game there, I think, for William. Again, these Digimon Showdown games, Digi-Showdown games, anything can happen in a best of one setting. So, yeah, let's hear what William had to say about that last match.
Very fast. I didn't quite have what I need, but this is what it is. It was fun either way. He was able to get a wide board, and I wasn't quite able to get anything off before. I felt like they did fine. Would have been a little better if maybe I had a little less level 6s in my hand.
You heard it from the man himself. That game was pretty intense in just how much tempo Novice was able to build up. I think the key factor there was that double Pokemon that he had set up. Being able to get back that much memory from evolving over a Tamer is pretty huge. I think that single play and just setting up those 2 Pokemons put him so far ahead in the lead that it was pretty hard for the opponent to actually catch up after that.
Yeah, William was really trying to get his tamer set up on the board. Meanwhile, double Pokemon allowed him to just turbo out all of his hybrids. He got the Korikakumon out, he got the Chakumon out. It was really tough for William to make a comeback after that happened, That is the power and the speed of Blue.
Yep, exactly. And the power of hybrids as well. And of course, if you want to mess around with hybrids yourself and get a hold of this new power, we've got some good news for you. The cards from the latest booster set that you just saw in action are currently available. Check out a store near you for details. Digimon Card Game Next Adventure focuses on the characters of the Digimon Frontier anime. The set features multiple hybrid Digimon and tamers with special effects. There are 2 box toppers for this set. The first is an alternate art tamer card. The second is the box promotion pack Adventure, which features 1 of 6 SR option cards. Additionally, the lineup also includes 8 special campaign rares that feature Digimon and Tamers together. Don't miss this chance. Digimon Card Game Next Adventure is available right now.
All right, folks, there you go. The first game of our Digi Showdown. Novice is going to take the W over William. But guys, we've got more matches coming. Don't go anywhere. Wait for the next Digi Showdown coming to you soon.